Somebody was waiting by your mailbox or something. Anyway, hey there.
Hey there.
What's up?
Not a whole lot. How are you?
The post still hasn't gotten a stimulus check.
Crazy.
And I told him, hey, they're all out, man.
Oh, yeah. Can't tap this little faucet anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about,
all
but
out of water, all out of checks, tap the water.
Flashback to something you used to say in high school. But, wow. Vinnie the Pooh, if you haven't gotten your stimulus check yet, you ain't getting it.
Nah, today's the day.
Mm-hmm.
You can taste it.
Mm-hmm. You did get that letter from the government saying it was coming.
I did, like 2 weeks, like today, 2 weeks ago
All I know is I read they're all out, and they've sent them, and now they're talking about a second round of stimulus checks.
Well, I'm going to need that one, too.
Uh-huh. You should be first. They should reverse the order.
You feel me? He should hand-deliver it to me.
The president
himself. Thank you, Mr. Bush. I appreciate this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I feel sick.
That's nice.
Something's rotten in the studio, and I'm feeling nauseous, and everyone's sick in my house, and I'm going to puke before the end of the show.
Great. That's pretty exciting.
Yes.
Good to know. And you'll get us all that way. Great. Let's be
well, yeah.
Can't wait.
3-year-olds go to summer camp, and one person's sick, and then everyone's house is sick, and that's where I'm at.
Wow.
But I ain't complaining.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I was going to say, what was
Just
that?
so you know.
I mean,
It's not like I'm complaining.
Yep.
Speaking of stimulus checks, the front desk people slid under my office door.
Uh-oh.
The Jon Jon envelope that for 2 days he's had up there at the front desk with $250 in cash in it that he's refusing to pick up.
It's a party. Let's go spin.
Yeah, you
split it 5 ways here.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
$50 a person.
But here's a guy.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty certain could use the money.
You think?
All right. The money's been there for 2 days. I've told him the money's there. He clearly knows the money's there. I made it clear that if he doesn't pick up the money by the end of yesterday, that it would be gone.
Good deal. It's gone.
Front desk worker at 5 o'clock when they were shutting down, slid it under my door, saying he did not pick it up.
Jeez. All right, then.
And you'd know if he was here.
Yeah. I think...
you smell it coming.
He's not a subtle guy.
Yeah.
Well, then he lost out.
I don't know why. His life is just such... In every way you look at it, just inexplicable.
Wow. That is unbelievable. 2 days.
In cash? Nah.
I'm good. Oh, my gosh.
Matter of fact, I'll pay it not just by myself, this ticket, T-Man. I'm going to pay him double. Give him a little bonus for the policeman's ball.
Wow.
That's unbelievable. It is and it isn't.
Mm-hmm. So now the question is, do I give him a third day?
No. Hell no.
I'm with Terry.
Hell no.
He'll go crazy if he comes down today and it's not
so
there.
what?
So?
What's he
He's
gonna
had
do?
2 days.
I'll tell him it's in my pocket. What?
Hell no.
Make the gay phone operator come down and get it.
He's not on the hotline this morning. He's been on the hotline the past 2 days. Not on the hotline this morning.
He's been texting me all morning.
All right, text him back for once in your life.
Yes, for once in your life.
Didn't he do
He
the
has the
opening?
number anyway.
He did the opening, didn't he?
He did the opening this morning?
He did do the opening this morning.
Well, all right, get him on the line.
So-
Is that him?
He said he's going to the store.
Are you calling him?
He's going to the store?
He has things to do, like pick up cigarettes as opposed to free cash.
Yeah. Got some
Such a
errands to
jackass.
run.
Do they have $250 in cash waiting for him at the store?
Oh, yeah. If you bring in your little coupon, your little mailer you get.
And all the recycled
$250.
cans that you smashed
Yeah, they hand you
with your foot.
$250 when you walk through. It's
a lot of recycled cans to get $250 in cash. I'll tell you right now. How many cans do you have to collect to get $250?
$250?
Yes.
A truckload. Probably a dump truck full.
I bet you anything.
I'm
yeah.
giving him a dump truck full of cans.
Yeah, you are.
If that would even do it.
But
they'll have to be crushed, too.
Yeah, they have to be crushed.
Not a dump truck full of cans that are whole.
Mm-hmm.
A dump truck full of cans that are crushed.
To make more room.
Yes.
So you can squeeze in as many cans that it would take to get $250.
And that may not give you $250.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
How hard is it for me to try to help out Jon Jon?
What a jackass.
That's just so...
So don't even give him a third try. Just tell him to...
Well, I got to get him on the line just to see his reaction when I tell him that he has no third day, no third chance.
He's ridiculous.
He will not get a strike 3. This is a
Seriously.
2-strike situation.
You told him yesterday.
Did I say? I want to make sure I said clearly to him yesterday, if you don't pick it
Yes.
up, I think I remember saying,
Oh, yeah.
by close of business today.
Yes, you were very clear.
He's testing me or something.
There's a reason
he tests me on this.
There's a reason he's carved out the kind of life he has. He just makes poor decisions throughout his entire life. It's not shocking.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
Yeah. Sometimes people are just meant to be the way they are.
So he did the open this morning, and then he went to the store.
You'd rather do the open than get $250 cash.
Gotta go get a brewski early.
Yeah, exactly. I need to go buy a bottle of beer.
But you know, that $250 down there, no problem.
Pass.
Out.
God, what a jackass.
Beverly, you think I should give him a third day? Beverly.
I don't think you should give him a third day. I obviously think that there may not even have been a ticket, or he would have had his.
No, we
got the ticket.
We made him send us.
Isn't that funny? He comes down with the ticket.
Right.
Well, if he even has a ticket, then if he has a ticket and he needs to pay it so bad, why can't he bring his drunk butt down there to go pick up the money? Obviously, it's not a priority over a bottle of Hennessy, so I think that you should
not even
go
Hennessy,
without
girl,
paying that ticket and let him get a warrant.
I said he's never going to pay the ticket, even if you give him the money.
We still got the ticket
That's
here
right.
in
You
the
would
studio,
just be
right?
paying for him to get drunk this
It's a
whole
quarter,
night.
quarter pound of bud, case of beer, and a case of
money,
smoke.
not give it to him and let the bygones be bygones. Let him learn a lesson.
Here's a copy of the ticket. Eric Burkhart
Oh, yeah.
has his address, his date of birth, 1967.
Well, if like I said, if he has a ticket and he is no priority for him to go
66,
pay it, and
yeah.
it's not serious to him, so don't
66.
give him the money. He doesn't deserve the money. If he can go down there and pick it up like you told him by 5 o'clock yesterday, then he don't need the money.
The
There you go,
four-door gold Toyota Corolla.
All right. It's a real pimp mobile.
That just reeks of Mom's car, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And Mom's car reeks of him.
Yes, I bet it does.
All right.
God, that's unbelievable.
His license, by the way, expires this year.
What are the chances that'll get renewed on the
I'm
day?
just thinking that myself.
Oh, he'll be in line at the DMV, right.
I'm kind of wondering if that license gets renewed by the Department of Motor Vehicles. They got to be pretty much a snoozing through that particular day to allow this guy to get renewed as far as his license is concerned.
You're a safe and fit driver. See you later, Eric. Right.
Take care of our roadways.
Yes.
I will.
Jeez.
All right. Well, when he calls in, I want to actually talk to him as soon as he dials the number this morning. Believe it or not. Normally, I'm more than happy to have him wait 4 hours.
Really?
Through the entire show, Terry.
What?
Today, I want to give him word that not just 1 day, 2 days. It's been sitting up there in an envelope. Vinnie the Post checked it yesterday morning.
Yes, I know. What an idiot.
Oh, he just texted me.
What'd he say?
What did he say?
He'll call in next segment.
Okay.
Be on my effing side. I had to work yesterday.
And?
Beyond my effing side, he's telling you.
Yeah.
And?
All right. Well, we'll hear from him and his side.
Don't even. I swear
I can
to
hear it in
you,
your voice.
I swear.
Don't you do it.
I'm
out.
You hear it in
Man,
my voice
I'm
because I'm
out.
leaning towards giving him a third day.
No, don't do that.
Don't.
I'll go down to your office right now and take the money, and I'll leave.
If you go down to my office and steal the
me
money,
and
there's
Vinnie-
nothing I can do.
No, okay, I'm all
Me and
right.
Vinnie are out. We're going to breakfast.
We'll be back right after these words.
T-Man Show.
Telling you, I ain't gonna make it through the show.
I'm sorry. Stomach flu, what?
I don't know. I'm getting sicker by the second. I'm gonna puke. But
Oh, great.
that's combined with the shocked feeling I had yet again this morning. I was shocked when I came in yesterday morning and the money was still there in the envelope at the front desk.
Right.
This time, the front desk worker, as I said, I didn't see it at the front desk. I didn't even look. But when I went into my office first thing this morning, which was like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, whatever it was, there is the envelope under my door because Jon Jon didn't pick up his money. And Pasty has him on the phone right now. What was his quote to you? What did he say when you picked up the phone? Does he said anything? Any comments? Screaming at you? What's he doing?
Oh, yeah, he was screaming. He started off by yelling at me, "Don't do me like that." And when I said, well, okay, well, hold on, he's like, "Hey, man, you know I need that money."
Don't do him like that. If he needed the money, he would have been here. $250 in cash, Terry, is worth coming down for immediately, right?
You think?
Don't do him like that.
Yeah, right.
It's not a song from the 80s.
I'm sure there was multiple songs like that in the 80s. All right, whatever.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
Don't do me like that.
Most people, there's no way most people would have even let 24 hours go by.
Not like a pair of tickets to the backyardigans. I
Right?
had
Oh, do you?
at the front desk for him. Terry will be here in a second.
I would be backyardigans, yes.
Drive 3 hours.
Man.
All right, we won't do them like that. Whatever. The question is, do I leave it there for a third day? It's
No.
almost getting embarrassing now.
No.
Do him like what, though? I don't understand what he's talking about.
Yeah, how are you, like...
Don't. He's basically saying, I'm saying on the air, I'm not going to give him a third day. He's saying, don't do me like that.
You've been more than fair with him.
Yeah, you think?
Just the idea of giving him the money for the ticket, I think, was ridiculous.
It is.
Leaving it up there a second day, ridiculous. Now leaving it up a third day? What do I got to do to get him to take $250?
You have to beg him to take cash from you.
Mm-hmm.
Please take some money. I'm begging you.
What do you mean, don't do me like that? And now he's screaming.
Why are you do me like that? What the effing criminy? Steven, I called the front desk person yesterday and asked him, and the money was there. He said until 5 o'clock to get there to get it. Well, you know what? I couldn't make it because, I try to work for a living to earn my money and everything else. I don't sit on my fat gay ass like gay phone operator does, sucking
Don't bring up gay phone operator for once in your life, all right? Let me ask you this. Did you make $250 at work yesterday?
No.
All right, then you got your priorities out of whack.
Question.
I got Tiny on the line. Talking about how his power's out.
Ooh.
And he wants the money.
And his kid is actually in his house.
Tiny was just telling me recently how well he was doing. Now all of a sudden he sees $250 up for grabs and his power's out.
Wow.
But I guarantee you, if I had $250 for Tiny, I was doing this as a favor because Jon Jon got a ticket, and I wanted to take care of the ticket, get it off his mind, all right? Because Jon Jon's been loyal. But it comes a point where how hard do I have to shove it in his face, Terry? Before I get him interested in taking it.
I don't know. That's
Forget
the thing.
I'm going to take it back.
Dude.
You know what? If there was $250 at the front desk for Tiny, he's a smart enough guy that he could be at work and still find a way to get the money.
Well, that's the
Tiny
thing.
would tell everyone, I'm going to take a piss. Meanwhile, he'd drive down to the station and come back, and no one would know he was
that's the
missing.
thing.
Oh, did I say piss? I meant number 2.
He's going to take a piss and go get anything you want.
Wait, Jon Jon, what how late what was your hours of work yesterday again? 11 to what?
Shouldn't even matter.
Yeah, whatever.
No, it wasn't 11. It was, don't worry about it.
Okay, we won't worry about it. I'm giving the money to a homeless person.
Terry, don't worry
Listen
about
to me
it.
carefully. I've made my decision, I think.
Terry.
I'm not giving you a third day. I'm giving the $250 in cash to a homeless person. I'm going to have Vinnie the Pooh go out in the street. First homeless person he sees, he's getting the money because you're not getting it, all right? And the only difference between you and the homeless person anyway is that, unlike you, homeless person doesn't have a mom that lets him live with them at 40 years old.
I don't live with my freaking mom. She
Yes,
comes
you do.
against me because she's a mom who cares about her son.
He's 40 years old. Anyway.
I bet you if he said, Mom, I got $250 cash waiting for me at the station. Can you please help me and go pick it up? She would be happy to do it. I guarantee you. She's probably tired of giving him
Why
money.
didn't you give it to her?
Jon Jon, it's been sitting at the front desk for 2 days in an envelope with your name on it. All right? Did you catch any of that?
No, nothing.
Vinny's a Pooh's a G-damn something or other.
I heard sandwich.
Oh, yeah, you're a sandwich.
I told you 2 days ago I was putting $250 in cash. Your ticket was for $247. That's a $3 bonus.
What a deal.
That's $3
So you're paying him
for
interest.
That was $3 for hostess cupcakes.
Yeah, what the hell are you paying him interest for?
Hey, T-Man, you have a heart.
Do I have a heart?
my God.
Now he's got to question my heart?
You know what?
Direction of somebody's caringness and givingness.
Jon Jon,
Your givingness is nice, Demon.
listen to me carefully.
I didn't ask you, Scott. Shut the hell up.
We made this clear every step of the way of what was...
Look at your ass. You probably spent my money eating it.
The money is in the envelope that it was originally in. No one's touched the money. It's in an envelope, believe it or not, with the name Jon Jon across the front of the envelope, which was ridiculous in and of itself. Anyway, even more ridiculous is how I came after the first day of putting it at the front desk. I came the next day, and it was still sitting there. And then I come in this morning, and under my door, the front desk worker was nice enough not to leave it overnight again.
The front desk worker, Tom and Jerry.
I'm not leaving it a third.
Underneath your door.
The question is, should I leave it a third day? Should I give him a third
No,
chance?
absolutely not. Do not.
Hey, Terry. Hey, Terry, as many bad things I said about you, there's a lot of good things I said about you. And you should be on my goddamn...
Right.
Jon Jon, why should I give you a third day when it's been up there for 2 days in cash?
I don't get paid the greatest
If you
amount of
need
money.
the money so bad, you would have made it more of a priority.
All the Terry Cam chatters say no way, F him.
Everyone probably says that.
No one's up this early. Jon, if you needed the money as bad as you say, it would have been more of a priority. Would have never sat up there for the 48 hours.
Thank you.
It's dangerous enough to leave
Some people
cash up at the front desk.
Some people go to work and try to earn their buck.
What?
All right, that is a noble idea that you got there to try to actually make a living for yourself.
But you also made the point.
It's coincidental timing.
Drinking like a goddamn fish in
that's
an
nice.
aquarium, sucking off the goddamn seaweed off the wall of a
Great analogy.
But like you
It's kind of coincidental. The one time he's interested in making a living for himself is the one time there's free money waiting for him at the front desk of the station.
Right.
You're hard pressed to find free money in this world.
Now all of a sudden he's this hard-working, can't miss a minute at work kind of guy.
Right.
I borrow a car and I get freaking pulled over.
Listen.
LT man, I got responsibilities.
The question is that I'm wrestling with right now is, do I leave this for one last day at the front desk?
No.
I would appreciate it, T-Man, because if I can leave right now, I got great. I got a friend that gave me a ride to the store, and I'm ready to come down there right now if I can get it, please, sir.
Well, let me.
I swear to you. Come on.
You would be pissed if I gave him a third day?
Oh, my gosh.
Give him an hour. Just give him an hour.
No.
Not a whole
Don't
day.
even give him
Give him
that.
an hour. No, he says he can do it.
Please.
No, please, 2 hours, please.
No.
2 hours. I got
See,
things to
now,
do.
Wait, no, another 2 hours
I gotta go
after
to the
that.
gym. I gotta pick up the kids.
I really got to read the paper, T-Man.
When's the last time you took 2 hours to get effed?
Tiny,
To get effed.
what's your vote on this? Do I leave it one more day or what?
I can be there in 35 minutes.
I love you, Tiny. You're a pimp.
Hold on.
Next time I see you at the club, bitch, you better let me in.
Anyway, yes, Tiny.
I'm actually in need of. I don't call you and ask you for nothing.
Listen, I was doing this
Sounds like me.
not because I'm in the mood to give out handouts, but here was a situation where he produced a ticket that he got. No one likes to deal with a ticket. I was trying to extend a favor, given the circumstances, to someone who's been loyal to the show. That's it.
Right.
It's not like everyone who's got a crisis story. There are a ton of people with crisis stories right now. I think Tiny, who just told me a few months ago, less than that, when he was sitting at the front desk waiting for, what was it he was...
Some kind of car show tickets or something, maybe?
Whatever it was. You told me your new business was doing really well. Now you hear about $250 just sitting up there, wasting away at the front desk, and you're getting opportunistic. I know how smart you are. Now all of a sudden his power's off, and he wants that money.
Hold on.
Give it to a homeless person. That's it.
There you go.
That's it.
That's
That's the end of it. Listen, I'll tell you what. Listen to me carefully. I will do a lightning poll, and if one person votes, usually it's like a majority, if one person out of the next 10 callers thinks that I should give him one more day of it sitting there at the front desk.
Wow.
I'm going to do a walkout.
Jon,
For a strike.
You're going to walk.
I'm going to walk out, man.
You know, I was thinking about walking out too.
You're going to walk out over this?
I'm walking out.
Oh, come on.
I may quit.
Terry kind of deserves it. He was working. I mean, he sort of deserves
Terry's
it.
threatening.
Are you serious?
Terry's threatening a walkout. Vinny's threatening to quit if I give you a third day, Jon Jon. Do you hear that? Terry's threatening a walkout. Vinny the Pooh's threatening to quit if I give you a third day, and I'm going to puke any second.
Well, you know what? If Terry walks out, I wouldn't give a rat's ass. But if Vinnie the Pooh walks out, I guess I might have to back up on something.
Okay, anyway. It's a great line. Anyhow.
There's probably some kind of gay thing there we don't know about.
He's trying to make a gay joke, and was it funny? Never is. Okay. Anyway, I said a quick little lightning poll. Let's see how the listeners feel about this. And the first vote is going to be cast by...
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay.
Good luck.
He's so phone operator. And now, here's gay. A good morning.
Okay, you know what? I don't want the money.
Right.
I don't want the money at all.
Sure.
Okay, you can give the money to Tiny for all I can.
Wow.
And you know how I feel about Tiny, okay?
Oh, jeez.
But this is the deal. Jon Jon messaged me the day you said you would give him the money.
Right.
And all I could say was, I'm loving this check in my pocket. He helped me, bitch.
It's not even a check, it's cash.
I understand that, but I'm saying all he can do is terrorize me. And he's all you do, you gay-ass mother sucker, is all you do is gay-ass computer, email,
Let him fight for the money.
Who's out there in the country
Well, Jon...
who gives a rat's ass about you? You know what? You bitch. Don't you see this? I'm a bitch.
Hang on. Well, Jon Jon, it comes down to this. Jon Jon finds a way to screw up even the easiest as pie kind of situations, Terry. You know the expression easy as pie, Terry?
Yes.
This is easier than pie.
I know it is.
I mean, pie you have to cut.
Yeah, I mean, actually scoop it out, put it on a plate.
Make yourself a glass of milk.
Yeah, it does seem
Sit
kind
down, put on a bib.
You gotta heat it up, throw ice cream on it.
No kidding.
Oh, sorry.
It's a huge production.
This was cash. I didn't even seal the envelope, Terry. I just folded it over because I didn't even want to make things that difficult on Jon Jon.
Right.
I didn't want him to rip open the envelope and rip the money.
I hear ya.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk down to the station. I'm gonna say, "Hi, I'm a goddamn loser. You have an envelope with my name on it?"
Yes, it says LOSER.
Homeless and heifers want to get into my case.
So funny.
If you don't care about your kids, if you cared about your kids, you would have gone down and gotten the money to pay your ticket so they don't take away your license so you can go on your credit kid. I wasn't getting all my mother freaking life, bitch.
All right, one at a time.
He makes another really good point.
Who does? You heard something there?
Well, Gay talking about the license and stuff.
Yes.
Now, first of all, this money is for the ticket that Jon Jon got while he was driving, which is weird because all of a sudden he can't drive himself down.
He can't drive in daylight. He gets nervous to drive during daylight because he's afraid that he'll be seen for what he is, Terry.
Is that it?
Which is a drunken, stupid fool.
I mean, that is odd.
You know what? You got to give me a little bit of credit out there because I do not, and please, ladies and gentlemen out there listening on me, do not drive while you're intoxicated.
Is that right? Thanks for the PSA. That's like the guys from Aerosmith doing anti-drug PSAs in the 80s.
I never have, never will, and...
All right. Well, there is something to be said about that because when he did get the ticket, the arresting officer, or what could have been the arresting officer, did not obviously seem to think that Jon Jon was under the influence of alcohol. It wouldn't just be a $247 ticket for driving 71 in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, Terry.
I know.
You're right behind the bar, guilt to jail, baby.
Okay. Now, Gay, are you ready to cast the first vote? I need a 10-0 score for me to not even be able to consider putting up this money for a third day for Jon Jon. If one person votes that I should leave the money there, then I absolutely have to consider and lean towards giving him a third day and a third strike to swing and miss.
I'd rather have Tiny's vote than Gay phone operator's first vote.
Well, Tiny's vote isn't going to be any different than Gay phone operator, so don't worry about it. Gay, would you like to go on the record?
I love Tiny's, though. I don't love Gay phone operators.
Would you like to go on the record officially with what your vote is? Should Jon Jon be offered a third chance, another 24-hour period to pick up an envelope with his name on it that has $250 in cash to take care of his speeding ticket?
3-hour period. No, he should not.
Okay. Well, that's 1-0.
Okay, Gay, I have a question for you, Gay.
Oh, jeez, be quiet.
What, Eric Burkhart? I asked for $247. You asked for $15,000 to get a stomach staple surgery a little while back. Okay, first of all, I never... Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know about it, well, you do.
Yeah, right.
For the money.
How do we know about it?
What, sir?
Continue your thought, Jon Jon. Where are you going with this?
Got a thought.
This sounds relatively interesting, believe it or not. Yes.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Oh, is that it?
I've seen this recent picture. He's gaining just as much weight back than he gained when he was an effing heifer.
An effing heifer.
He looks like a walrus in heat.
A walrus in heat.
He always wants some dick. He always wants some...
Okay, take it easy. It's a family show. Now, Gay, would you like a final thought before I move on to vote number 2?
Give the money to Tiny.
Oh, wow.
To Jon Jon. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your vote.
I'm not
Next
starting.
caller.
He's campaigning now. I appreciate your vote.
Next caller.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Next caller is Sean.
Good morning, T-Man Show. Your vote? It's not for you, John. How about giving it to Tiny?
Wow, 2 votes for Tiny.
Your next vote, please.
Oh, you'll be surprised who's next up on the call lines, or maybe you won't be.
And now,
Coming out now.
carrying side.
Hey, I'm jeopardizing my life, too.
Every city in between. President of the blue collar workers.
Let's go, CDL.
Tank top. Here's Dump Truck Guy.
Well, that much closer to puking now, Terry. Yes, go ahead, Dubby.
Jon Jon, what's up, homie?
Oh, jeez.
What's up, man? Hey, you know what? I heard that bad things happened to you. Jeopardize your CDL for DUI. Well, baby, what's up? I can help you out and get a ticket, too. This is what's up. I know I'm money for you. That was a smack in my face, Duffy. What the hell? Man, you had 2 days, you dumbass. You should have been down there and picked it up. That's all I say.
It really can't be justified any other way, Tom.
I know that. I know.
It just simply comes down to he had 2 frickin' days with the money just sitting there, rotten. And he refuses to pick it up? I mean, how silly is that?
It's ridiculous.
Hey, Duffy, can I win your vote?
Yes, try to win this vote, Jon Jon. Go ahead. What could you possibly say that's going to change Dumpy's mind?
Okay, Dumpy, can I win your vote right now? Because you know what? You know, we all have issues out there. That's why we're a dysfunctional family, darn it.
That's a good point.
But you know what? You got your tickets. You saved your license. But I had to go to work to try to earn a buck or two. Well, you know what? I did get a ticket, and I had to pay $750. You know I'd pay that by going to work. So I will, man.
Well, Jon Jon didn't have to go to work. He had the ticket taken care of just because I said I would if he could produce the ticket. He produced the ticket. I'm a man of my word. And for all those who are saying...
you are the man of your word.
Well, it's unfortunate you couldn't keep your word and get your ass down here to pick up $250 in cash.
You are the man of your word.
Okay, well, if I can get transportation every effing day of the week, and I ask for Vinnie the Pooh or Pasty Dave,
Absolutely not.
I'm scared of Pasty Dave. I'd rather have Duffy or Vinnie the Pooh pick me up.
All right, first of all, they're not only not picking you up, they don't want you to have the money anymore, all right?
When you're 44 years old, you should be able to have transportation on your own, right? You can't depend on people the rest of your life.
So now the vote is 2-0.
3-0.
Is it 3-0?
Yeah,
3-0.
Let's go to the listeners
3-0.
out there.
And it's looking really bad for you so far, Jon Jon.
He said, let's go to the listeners.
And for those who think they're voting as to whether Tiny gets the money, I don't know how he put himself in the mix very creatively, but he did. However, my decision is clear. Either I'm deciding to leave it up there for a third day for Jon Jon to attempt to pick up,
please do it.
or
Please, man, please.
I'm giving it to a random homeless person. I'm not saying I'm taking the money back.
Right.
Forget the money.
I'm a homeless person. I don't live in...
I didn't want this dirty money anymore,
so
Terry.
I'm a homeless person.
That's what it's going to come down to.
I vote for the homeless.
Do I leave it up there for a third day, or do we send either Pasty Dave or Vinnie the Pooh to hit the streets right now and give it to the first homeless person we find?
Homeless.
You give them
Remember when you were homeless back in 1998?
Oh, wow. Terry was homeless in 98.
Really? I was?
Trash hauler, yes, your vote, please.
Yeah, I would like to give the money to Jon Jon.
Oh, jeez.
Stop it.
Are you serious?
Yes, I would love to piss off Gay and Terry.
Yeah, it would work.
Well, do you say...
I was wondering what his rationale could be. Now I understand. It's just an effort to piss off Gay phone operator. And now even you, Terry, because you threatened to walk out, and Trash Hauler is like, all right, here's my motivation. And now this is how it's turning on you.
Yeah.
Trash Hauler, your vote is on the record, and you're the only vote that Jon Jon needed.
All right, thank you.
Lucky you, Jon Jon.
Goodbye.
However, you're walking out. However, what I said, I want to make sure the word is... Would you keep quiet for a second? You're doing okay! Judge Judy says it all the time. Don't talk! You're winning here!
Does it sound like I need help? Does it sound like you're losing?
Oh,
Get up
Lord.
out of your seat
He's
right
going to
now.
ruin it for himself
That'll
again.
give me a job.
You're going to ruin it for yourself
A
again.
second job.
If you remember the words I used, Terry, I said if he gets one vote, that would sway me in all likelihood of leaving that money up at the front desk for one more day. So now here's where we're at. Now it's not a situation where I definitely won't put the money up there for a third day. I'm going to combine the two ideas that I had, because I was wrestling between giving him a third chance and giving the money to a random homeless person. Now, because he got that one also necessary vote,
Yes.
the also very necessary vote was cast for Jon Jon in a backwards-ass kind of way, but that's the story of his life. Now, here's what's going to happen.
I say I want to split it with Tiny.
Lord, he won't shut up. Now, here's what's going to happen. If you want to split the money with Tiny, forget it. Then I'm not giving it to you at all. If all of a sudden now you don't even need the money, you can forget it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It sounds like he doesn't even need to spend
money,
pay.
but I'm saying, if Tiny needs the money, I like Tiny. I hate Gay. And now it was Gay phone operator calling in and asking for more help. And after, he got television.
I don't even know
He got
I'm
surgery.
considering this.
He's got many other things.
That's what I was
I
wondering.
don't even know what I was
And
thinking.
now
Terry.
Tiny is asking for help. I'm willing to split it at least.
All right, listen.
I'll give Tiny $20.
If the money is left up there for you, and you pick it up one of these days, and you decide to give any amount, if not all of it, to Tiny, that's your decision. Tiny will probably rob you as soon as you leave the station with the money anyway.
Okay.
Right, put one hand on your throat and take the money and leave.
So a lot of other people that'll be waiting for this money. Anyhow.
Oh, he's not too tiny.
All right, listen. I can't.
See, now you're done.
No, I'm getting sicker by the second. I swear to you.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Now listen carefully. Here's what's going to happen. Is it hot in here?
No.
It's not hot in here?
No.
All right.
You are, though, probably.
All right.
All right.
Here's my decision.
Okay.
As far as whether to leave it up there for a third day for Jon Jon, I'm going to leave it to a bit of chance.
Oh, come on.
I like gambling. Go ahead. I'm in.
I'm going to give 2 envelopes to whoever wants to hit the streets. Either Vinnie the Pooh, Pace to Dave, or both.
I like where you're going with this.
Uh-oh.
One of them is going to have $250 in it.
Got it.
The original Jon Jon $250 envelope. The other is going to be a new envelope with, well, I can't make it empty because that would be like taunting a homeless person. I'll put like $5, $10 in it.
Sure. Got it.
All right? Now this is costing me $260.
I know.
This is jacking up my... what shouldn't have happened in the first place. Anyway, Jon Jon will then choose between envelope A or envelope B to be handed to the homeless person.
Liking it, liking it.
If envelope B is the one with $250 and he chooses that to be handed to the homeless person, well, then obviously the third day of it being up at the front desk is out.
Right. It's done.
But if by chance, in the 50-50 world that we live in, he says envelope A and envelope B had the $250 to get $20 to a homeless person, then, and only then,
it's 20 now. It's going to cost you.
will he have a third day?
280.
Did I say 20?
Yeah, he said 20. Now it's up to 270.
Will he have a third day
He'll be broke by noon.
at having a shot, knowing Jon Jon, he'll win this. He'll pick the right envelope to give to the homeless person, the one with the $10 in it. He'll have a third day of me leaving the envelope up there at the front desk, and he won't pick it up.
That's a very, very plausible scenario.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely.
But we'll play... what would we call this game? We will play speeding ticket roulette. Speeding ticket
There you
cash
go.
roulette.
Like it. Okay,
I have a third envelope with anthrax in it if you want. Let me know. We can use that one as well if you guys want.
Oh, you still have that thing?
Yeah, for game purposes, you know. What if he opens that? That'd be cool.
All right, who's going to
We all win.
Vinnie, you want to go out?
I'll go out.
Is there anything we're missing here? Does this sound right? Does it sound like
No, I actually am good with it.
you're good with it?
I'm good with
This
it.
just makes everyone happy.
Yes.
Leaving it up to the powers that be to make this ultimate decision as to whether he gets a third crack at getting this cash, which he obviously shouldn't have even gotten a second day, or even a first day for that matter. Just the stupidity that is me, really, when it comes down to it.
I'm sure he's not okay with it, though, right?
And we'll find out whether Jon Jon wins the $250 in cash and valuable prizes right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Lene, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
What's up, baby? What can I do for you this morning? Oh, geez. What's that now?
I said, please just give him the money. If he doesn't get it up to the third day, 3 strikes are out. But just give the loser the money. I mean, I really don't like to say that about people, but he really needs it. So just give it to him. And I know you want to because you're so nice.
But there's that whole philosophy of if he really needed it, it would have been in his hands in the first hour that it was up there at the front desk, not 72 hours later that we're still finding ways to excuse him and let him have another shot at picking up free cash.
I'm not going to disagree, but it's Jon Jon, for God's sake.
That's a good point.
What do you expect from him?
Every decision he makes in life has been the wrong one. Why should this be any different, Terry?
Teeth brushing? I'll pass.
Let's see, if I brush my teeth, I can get a chance to keep them? Yeah, I'll take a pass on that.
No, doesn't sound any good to me.
Oh, just give it to him.
Okay, well, Lene, I'm thinking maybe she's right, Terry. Why even go through this whole process of the game show and Jon Jon's not even on the line right now to make him sweat it out. That's the whole purpose. Where is he right now? Why isn't he not on the hotline?
He called in during the break for a second and just said he's coming down and hung up.
Oh, if he comes down before 10 o'clock, that was one of the things I stipulated yesterday when I thought that he really wanted this money.
Right.
I said, don't come down here before 10 o'clock, because if I see you, I'm going to puke. And now I'm definitely going to, because I think I have fever right now, Terry.
You're basically paying $250 to not see him.
My 3-year-old, my 1-year-old of 102 temperature. Why should I?
Oh, my gosh, really?
You send your kid to summer camp for a 2-week thing, thinking that you're doing a good thing as a parent, and he's miserable now. Because he had 102.6 in the middle of the night. And I probably have the same thing.
That's almost hospital.
Yeah.
Well, little kids get high fevers.
Oh, okay.
You just give them a little Tylenol, goes right down. Everything's all right. Don't worry.
A little whiskey, and you're right to sleep.
Give them a little nip here, a little nip there. There's a lot left from me. Everything's cool. Yeah. So he's not even on the line right now because Pacey says he's on his way down. If he comes down, if he's here before 10 o'clock, if I see his face before 10 o'clock, that would be the final nail in this $250 coffin.
Okay.
The final nail in your puking, too.
All right?
No kidding.
No, I'll probably do that anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll definitely, if you haven't by then, that'll make you definitely do it.
Here I am with like over 35 sick days built up over the years because I never take a sick day, Terry. And I'm sitting here with fever when I should be in bed with the covers up to my nose.
Right.
And I'm talking about whether Jon Jon has the ability to come down and pick up cash for 72-hour windows that I'm offering him.
Yep.
I'm getting all worked up over this. Didn't have to be this way.
No, it didn't.
But Vinnie the Pooh is on the street for no reason now because I'm not playing this game show because Jon Jon's not on the line to sweat it out. And if he's not on the line to twist in the wind here, then what's the point of even playing the game?
You sure?
Yes. Come back in. Come back to the station. Where are you?
I guess he doesn't.
Oh, I thought I met a homeless guy and was all
Oh, you got a homeless guy already?
Well, I seen him. I was talking.
All right, just give him the envelope. Just give him the envelope with the $10. Do you know which one that is? Make sure you know which one that is.
All right.
Oh, what do we do?
Hey, remember that $250 I gave you? Yeah, I'm going to need $240 back.
That'd be nice, huh?
All right, but yeah, Vinny, come on back. Come on back.
I'm on my way back.
See, again, that's just...
This is what it's going to come down to, Terry. I'm going to give this walk at a 90-degree angle Igor a third day. This weirdest-looking guy, which corresponds with the weirdest acting guy you've ever met in the world, I'm going to give him a third chance at picking up the money for a stupid driving, speeding ticket, which struck us from the very beginning as a situation that should have never happened in the first place because he never, even in the most sober of states, belongs behind the wheel of a vehicle.
No.
He got hit by a car walking. What kind of a jackass gets hit when you're walking?
He fell off a balcony.
Oh, that's
all right? When you get in accidents like that and do damage to your own damn self when you're not even being in dangerous situations, people are able to normally keep themselves on their own balconies, right?
Oh, how do I do this?
Most people have the learning curve down on how to stay on their balcony when they're an adult.
Yes, most do.
Stay on this side of the railing.
He fell 2 stories off a balcony, which is one of the reasons he walks the way he walks, Terry.
Oh, my God.
He fell off a balcony and he got hit by a car. Why is he not loaded? He should be loaded.
Okay.
Breaking his back twice, right?
Jeez.
He should be loaded. Instead, when he comes down, we're looking at a guy who's bent over at the waist with goldfish crumbs all over his face. That is not the look of a guy who's won many lawsuits because of bad things that have happened to him that shouldn't have happened to him.
He's loaded in a different way, I guess.
Well, he won a huge settlement, but he refuses to pick up the cash.
Yeah, that's right. That I would believe. Here's your $5 million. I can't get down there.
I got to work.
Right.
Apparently, that's the story of his life.
The dumbass.
But it is official. For whatever reason, I'm going to put this envelope. And let me make it perfectly clear, Terry. Don't shake your head no. I'm going to put this envelope at the front desk.
I want to leave right now.
For one more day. Believe me, I give it about 50-50 at best that he's going to pick up the cash by tomorrow. He's got to close a business today and not to arrive down here before 10 a.m. I want him to make sure the stipulations are clear. He better know the rules.
Okay.
If he breaks even one of them at this point, then the deal is off.
Can you make it 10-10?
Because I drive such a hard bargain.
Yeah, right. You do.
Make it 10-10. I got to make a couple calls after the show.
Okay. Yesterday I said 11 because I wanted to give us a nice window of opportunity to get out of here.
Right.
I'm definitely getting out of here at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm so sick. But anyway, if you want to make a couple of calls.
Yes.
You want to make a couple of long-distance calls.
On the company dime, yes.
Obviously, yes. Good move. Jon Jon, from 10:15. From 10:15.
Right. I'm going to call Singapore now.
From 10:15 until 5 p.m.
I'm going to call Bob Costas in China.
This is a nice window of time. These are business hours. This is flexible offerings we're throwing at you to pick up your envelope with the necessary funds to pay off this speeding ticket, which unfortunately befell you over this past weekend. All right? Got one more day. There will not be a fourth. He cannot show up before 10:15 if we smell him within a 6-mile radius of the building, Terry. The envelope goes immediately to the first homeless person we can find. All right?
Downwind. I can smell him coming.
Is there any more rules that I need to make absolutely abundantly clear here so that there's no shades of gray whatsoever, so we're not debating over anything later today or tomorrow morning? Have we gotten everything down?
Yes.
Never had such a hard time at handing someone $250 in my life. Never doing this again. What was your question? Someone had a question? No.
Well, I mean, if he comes down this morning, it does seem like he has limited transportation. I do kind of feel like he should be able to take the money before 10.
Before 10? We should give him the option to... I don't want to see him, though.
Well, you don't have to see him.
The problem is, when he comes in the building, he stays forever. He's the thing that wouldn't leave. Welcome back.
The thing who wouldn't leave.
All right? So that's why I have to make it very clear. I don't care about the rest of the workers in this building, obviously. I just care about us. I don't want to have to deal with it.
That's why we need a pole from the studio right down to the parking garage so we can slide out of here and not have to see anybody.
I know. You guys
I've been trying to make that happen for a long time.
Well, the architect hasn't returned my calls, but if he does at some point, I will arrange, perhaps. That is a great strategy on
a little tube all the way down to the bottom of the parking garage, like a bat pole.
Even a water slide.
Oh, that'd be even a water slide.
Even if I had to put on a bathing suit every day.
Woohoo!
Just to get down to the car.
Hey, will you oil me up? I gotta go home.
Without having to feel like you got to stop along the way.
Oh, that'd be great.
That would be really nice.
Whee! All the way down.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that settles that. Now I can move on.
Jeez.
Maybe I'll stop feeling a little so nauseous this morning, Terry, but I don't think it has anything to do with anything we were talking about. What else is going on in the world today?
Good news for Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. They're back together again.
Is that right?
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know if my wife is happy about that, not happy about that. She used to have
she had a crush on Ryan,
she used to have a crush on Ryan Gosling, but he's kind of like been on the shelf for a minute, so I think she's long since forgotten about him. Moved on to a dude from the Last King of Scotland.
Oh.
What's the name of that dude who's in every movie now? James McAvoy?
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker.
That was a great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker.
And she's also into...
Grey's Anatomy guy, right?
Oh, no, she's moved on from McDreamy.
Really?
He's also kind of passé. She rolls with the times, Derek.
Does she?
I think your wife's more into them as a couple, though. That's what you said. She wants them to be together in real life.
She was into him, but then she loved the idea, knowing that she's married to well beyond anything that James McAvoy or Ryan Gosling's ever going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
She knows that that's not going to happen this lifetime or any other, so she's hoping that they stay together as a couple and are happy.
Because of The Notebook, right?
Yeah, and she loved their relationship in The Notebook and wanted them to live that kind of life off the camera situation.
Right.
And
Me too.
when they broke up, she, I think, maybe took a little hard. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I just imagine that. And now that they're getting back together, I don't think she cares at this point.
Right.
But I don't think that this second time around is going to be an effective, meaningful get-together, one more try kind of situation. It's a futile effort. I mean, the first breakup never takes anyway, and people have to find out the hard way that trying to go back to the way it was never can really happen after all.
Right,
but they have to go through it to figure that out.
But they had broken up, I mean, a long time ago, like about over a year ago, right? So don't usually the first breakups, when you get back together again, it's not a
Usually it's not like a 3-month window, 2-month window?
So the fact that they reunited thing.
The fact that they've been apart for as long as they have, you think actually adds credence to the possibility that they could make it as a couple for a lifetime because they allowed enough time to elapse.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
That's a weird spin on the theory that Couples that try to get back together that obviously have built up baggage can't make it happen.
Yeah, but in the movie she was engaged and they got back together.
It's a weird spin on it, Terry, but something that must be considered. Because they were apart for over a year. Terry thinks that is possibly a reason to think that this second time around may work. And again, why do you think that now?
Well, just because I think that first of all, I mean, the first breakup thing.
The first breakup never takes.
Makes sense to me too, but it's usually a really short period of time, within a few weeks or a few months.
So if they had the interest of getting back together after being apart for over a year.
Over a year, yeah.
The relationship must have been stronger than the ones that just try to patch it up that obviously are going nowhere.
Right. So it gives enough time for you to kind of date and...
Let me consider that for a second. No chance due to implode any second now, Terry.
Oh. Okay.
Due to cave in on them at the first sign of trouble. Yes.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Speaking, too, of getting back together, we talked a lot about Sienna Miller and her little affair with... Balthazar Getty, the married guy. Well, apparently, and this is according to TMZ, he is actually trying to get back together with his estranged wife that he has like the 50 kids with.
And how about the dude who was spotted, you probably have this story somewhere in your pile, with everyone's favorite hoe, Terry, Ashley Dupre, saying that he's been set up. I'm sure you'll get to that later. But, all right, I don't want to sidetrack you.
But anyway.
Yeah, I don't really care about this Sienna Miller story, Terry. It really doesn't interest me. I don't really know who Sienna Miller is. You explained it to me in big, grand depth the other day, and still I can't even remember, so that must say something about me and this interest level for the Sienna Miller story. Fine, they were hugging on the beach. And
more than that, remember all the topless photos and his hands all groping her breast?
Right.
Remember that?
Sure.
And she and the wife flew down with all the kids to confront them.
That was a good, interesting aspect of the story.
And now he's calling his wife back like, oh, please take me back.
And she's willing to listen. Typical. Okay.
But it's Sienna Miller we're talking about.
Oh, he had
Now,
to.
Sierra missed, that I know. Well.
Really?
Sienna Miller, not really.
So again, I'm not feeling my interest being overwhelmingly high on this story. I don't know why. I think I speak for a large part of the audience that really could care less about this story. All right?
Okay.
Does it interest you?
Well, it's just...
You're following it day to day?
kind of, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, even though I don't really, like you, I'm not a big Sienna Miller fan. I'm really not
sure
who she is.
I just don't know who she is. I don't know where she came from. What rock she crawled out from under. What was it again? What was her background? What was her bio? You told me. I don't even remember.
Engaged to Jude Law, right?
She was engaged to Jude Law.
That I remember.
Yeah, big deal. Yeah, she's in a bunch of crap movies.
And I'm not really thinking she's that hot or anything. There's no real keep me interested aspect of the story.
All right.
So you're just waiting to find out what the end result of this is once and for all.
Right.
And you're thinking any day now you'll have those final results. Well, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Because this is the kind of story that drags on with twists and turns, like the soap opera that you're wondering, is there ever going to be any resolution to these storylines? No! Never! That's the secret to their success. People have been watching for 40 years, waiting to figure it all out.
All right.
Okay.
Now, I read this morning they're going to make a third Ghostbusters movie. That I'm excited about.
I saw that, too.
Oh, they'll tie that up into a nice little package and have everyone satisfied as to the way it all ends.
All four original Ghostbusters, including Steve Carell and Seth Rogen.
There you go. Seth Rogen.
That could rock, huh?
Including?
And people will walk out of the theater going, we finally know. The ghost lost.
Now, that's a movie I'd see.
Now I could sleep easy at night.
The T-Man Show.
Big nuptial news for new mom Jamie Lynn Spears and her fiancé Casey Aldridge. We hear the two will soon be tying the knot. That's according to the new OK Magazine on sale Friday, which claims they'll walk down the aisle before the end of the year.
Why get married at this point?
Well,
the damage is already done.
Jeez.
Why would Casey Aldridge marry Jamie Lynn Spears now?
Well, I think it's probably he's feeling it's the right thing to do.
Why would anyone marry anyone these days, Terry?
Yeah. Well, you said.
What's the point? What are you trying to prove?
I think that the foundation of marriage is still a good thing.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's slowly but surely, if not slowly but quickly. Yeah, that makes us going by the wayside. Terry, people getting more skeptical and more pessimistic. I mean, I'm a man who's in the happiest of marriages in the world, and even I can notice, what's the point of getting married? For other people that are thinking about it. And I love being married.
Right.
And I don't know what I would do. Be all loser-like and stuff?
Yeah, have to go out with chicks all the time and do all kinds of girls and
like
never
tell
shower.
listeners to meet me here and meet me there?
Yeah, that would be awful.
Right, that would just be tragic. But a lot of people, a lot of things I'm reading these days. There was a whole article in some big magazine, I can't remember what it was, questioning what's the point of even getting married.
Well, granted...
Terry's going to answer the question. It was really a rhetorical question, but Terry wants to answer.
But I understand the rhetorical question.
I love when Terry answers my rhetorical question.
But seriously, when it comes to marriage, even though most people think that it's a waste of time or that it's out or whatever the case may be.
Destined for failure, since the odds say that you're going to have it implode on you or going to have it fail. Yes.
I still, again, I think that the foundation of commitment and being responsible for one another and
fabric that our world was built on.
Yeah. And really, I think that it's...
You're not the only one.
It is beneficial.
Oh, okay.
In more ways than you want to.
It's beneficial, so that's nice. A lot of things are beneficial, but why get yourself involved in anything that the odds say is going to fail? I don't like to set myself up for failure, Terry.
Right.
So why would you get involved in any kind of situation, in any union where the results are more likely to fail on you than succeed? And that's what the stats say today. And they've said that for the past decade or so, that it's over a 50% chance and climbing every day that the marriage that you're about to embark on is going to end in divorce and pain and suffering.
You don't take even money on a bet?
And the only way, it's not, if it was even money, maybe I would take it.
52% or something, or what is it?
It's up to about 55%.
Okay.
And climbing every day.
Well, that's even money with the VIG.
So
that's how I look at it.
So the percentages say it's going to fail on you and you're going to deal with the pain and the suffering, and the only more pain and suffering is if it succeeds. So.
Right. That's true. You can't win.
So, the question was being tossed around. Why are we doing this? Which is why I stated on record over a couple of years ago, Terry, that 100, 150, 200 years from now, marriage is going to be a thing of the past, and they're going to read about it and talk about it in history classes and books and stuff, and they're going to wonder why the people that inhabited the planet Earth decided to get themselves into a monogamous married situation. That's my belief. I don't know if the world's going to be better then. But it's going to be different.
Definitely.
Wait, how long from now?
I'm projecting anywhere from 100 to 200 years from now is when the last of the marriage world will be petering out.
Just a free-for-all?
I don't know if it'll be an outright free-for-all at that point, but they may discover something that makes more sense, or maybe less sense, but they enjoy it more. That's pretty much the pattern. And maybe it'll be a better world, maybe it'll be a worse world, but I know it'll be a world at some point without this union of marriage that I don't think is working, Terry.
Well,
it's working for me. It's working for you right now.
Well, yeah, you say right now, but do you feel that do you feel though that because
I don't want to be pessimistic here. Don't get me wrong.
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm very optimistic.
So you go into your marriage and you're thinking, well, it'll be good for the next 10 years.
I love a good challenge. I can buck any trend, beat any odd.
You don't have to look at any further than Pacey Dave. He loves his life. He loves being single. He loves it.
Yeah, and I don't get that either. Anyway.
Yeah, but he's not interested in being married. He loves it.
I doubt that.
He loves his life. No, I think he loves it. He's never going to get married.
Me too. I don't. I think he'll end up getting married.
And to Vinnie the Pooh's statement that he made, I remember recently, he said he doesn't see himself ever getting married. There was, in the story I was reading, a quote from a black man who said, "Marriage is for white people."
For real?
That was his statement. And when he said that, I was like, what? That's interesting. I never heard it put that way.
Yeah, it's kind of like wine tasting.
What?
I don't know. Just like white people
what
love
does
that
have to
Nothing.
do with anything?
He said, screw that. Marriage is for white people.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, but if you asked me at 24 if I'm getting married, I'd have said absolutely not.
Right.
I mean, he's 24.
Yeah.
Casey's not 24.
And I get married. I would never have considered getting married at 24.
Right.
No,
right.
But when 32, 33 came around, I was like, all right, what am I going to do here?
Kind of want kids.
All right, this girl's really nice to me.
This girl's
Nice to
really
me.
nice to me, so I'm going to go with her.
Don't have age yet, so...
Wow.
Big nuptial news for new mom Jamie Lynn Spears and her fiance Casey Aldridge. We hear the two will soon be tying the knot. That's according to the new OK magazine on sale Friday, which claims they'll walk down the aisle before the end of the year, likely in late fall. Word is the non-frou-frou wedding will take place close to the couple's home in Liberty, Mississippi.
Oh, that's nice.
And that big sis Brittany will be Jamie Lynn's maid of honor.
Oh, typical drunken sister maid of honor situation. But what makes the most sense, Terry, is getting married at 16. That everyone can understand.
Absolutely. With the kid, too? Yes.
That we can all relate to. So, congratulations to Jamie Lynn on your life, and continue the successful pattern that's been happening for you over the past number of months and over a year now. What else is going on in the world, Terry? What else is happening, please?
Well, Mary-Kate Olsen apparently tried to go see the movie The Dark Knight last Tuesday.
Yeah.
But couldn't sit through it. It was just a little too tough for her. Not only that, well, because her and Heath Ledger were really, really good friends.
Oh, is that right?
And Heath was he was in her apartment when he died.
He was at her apartment?
Yeah.
I thought it was in his place in Greenwich Village in New York.
No, it was her joint. And the massage therapist, I think he was renting it or just...
So he was living there at the time, but he was renting it out from Mary Kate.
Yes.
Why would Mary Kate rent out her place to Heath Ledger? Why would Heath Ledger buy a place? Well, I can understand from Heath Ledger's point of view. Maybe you don't want to get into a whole situation with a lease or buy something when you're only going to be there for maybe 6 months or whatever he was there for. But why would Mary Kate, who's like a billionaire, be renting out her place? What does she need to rent out her place for?
I don't think she's doing it for the money.
Right. I think it was...
They were friends or something.
Yeah, they're good friends.
Were they screwing?
I don't know.
What do you
Quite honestly, I
think it's pretty safe.
He's a handsome 28-year-old.
Safe to conclude that they had a little romantic involvement at some point.
That's why she was... I mean, when he passed away and everything, when the massage therapist found him, she called Kate.
Can you say massage therapist one more time?
She called Mary Kate.
Yes. Oh, she called Mary Kate because it was Mary Kate's place?
Yes.
I see.
What do you call a person that gives you massages?
A masseuse?
And then...
Masseur? What does she call him?
Massage therapist.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, go ahead, Terry.
I hate working with you people.
I really thought it was a riddle. So, the first call that was made was to Mary Kate Olsen. She got the word before pretty much anyone that Heath Ledger was dead in her place.
Yes. And then she's the one who called 911, and she was kind of...
Mary Kate, who's close to a billionaire, if not a billionaire. I mean, is that line even selling anymore? I don't know. Do people...
for young kids, young little girls?
Teens still buy Mary Kate and Ashley?
Not teens, but young girls, like, you know...
Vinnie wears the teens.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Beautifully.
So not even young teens, not even 13. That's too old.
No, too old.
But it is selling overall. Are you sure? But not like it was selling 8, 9 years ago when it was at its height of popularity. Kind of like Jon Jon, Terry. I mean, back in '97, if you had a Jon Jon sweatsuit on, you were pretty. I shouldn't say that. Okay, let's.
Yeah.
Anyway,
people say it all the time.
Yes,
doesn't make it right.
Mm-hmm. I apologize.
Now, you get my point, though. So,
yes, I do, and yes.
Well, but it was back when they were like 10 and making those stupid little movies together, and they were popular. And
the movies
people can't relate to the hippie girls now.
Yeah.
I think there had to be some trace of an agreement. Heath Ledger, more or less single at the time when he's rented out this place. Mary Kate can't really find her way with guys. She's going to rent out her place, but there was this unspoken, maybe spoken little aspect to their agreement that he was going to stay in her place, that if she comes by, they would have that oh-so-familiar sexual experience with no strings attached. Do you agree with that?
Sure.
And if Ashley comes by, they're twins. She needs a little something. She's pretends she's Mary Kate. Heath Ledger pretends like he doesn't notice, and he screws her too.
But never both at the same time. No, there's no way that.
Oh, they got some principles.
They're not doing that. They think they're too cool, right?
Yeah, they definitely think they're too cool. Okay, it would be kind of freaky to have a threesome with your identical twin.
Well,
don't you think?
For him or for the twins?
For the twins.
Yes, I think it would be freaky to see yourself humping. Yes.
And it would be freaky. It would be freaky all the way around.
Yeah.
It would be freaky even for Heath Ledger, but it would be more freaky if you're an identical twin, having a threesome with your identical twin in the mix.
Yeah.
Not just a sibling, but one that looks exactly like you.
If the sibling thing's not weird enough for you?
If you can handle bumping uglies with the sibling, you're fine. But now you throw in the mix that it's the exact mirror image of what you are.
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird.
Come on. That's out of the question. But I had no idea, maybe I did and I forgot, that Heath Ledger died in Mary-Kate's place.
Right.
Mary-Kate, unable to sit, she went to the theater.
She went to the theater.
The movie started, and she walks out?
Yes. First of all, for a couple reasons. One, she was trying to be all on the down low and not be noticed. And then people kind of recognized her and were whispering. And then as soon as he came on the screen, that also was a little too much for her, so she left.
Well, just the altogether feeling. Have you ever had someone that you've had sex with die, Terry?
No.
You never have? You've had sex with enough guys. I would think that maybe just the law of averages would say that somebody you've had sex with, you got word that they died. Never? So all the guys that you've had sex with in your life, to your knowledge, are still amongst the living.
Yes.
I have one girl that I know of that stands out, that I had, how you say, intercourse with, Terry. That I found out like 3 years later died, and the way she, I think I've discussed this with you, the way she died was even harder to hear about than just the average untimely passing kind of situation.
Okay.
All right?
I remember.
You look confused. You don't remember? You didn't even spell it out for you?
I think I remember, but, whatever. But the fact is, she's no longer amongst us, so weird anyway.
Yeah, it's weird anyway. That's my point.
So it doesn't matter how she passed.
So my point is that, it's tough on Mary-Kate alone that she's had sex with Heath Ledger. We've completely concluded that that's the case, whether it's true or not. I think it's... I think I remember they had a romantic time together, right? Makes sense.
Okay.
So they had sex. All right. It's weird enough to hear someone that you know that you had sex with died. But then to try to go to a movie that they're in, knowing that they're dead, knowing you had sex with them, and sit through 2 hours of that, what does she even try for? Because she's in the Hollywood scene and she just felt like it was the movie to see, was the thing to do?
She waited a while, and then it came out, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, and maybe...
Came out 2 weeks ago,
2 weeks ago.
And she tried to see it when? Just the other day?
Tuesday.
What's today? Thursday.
Thursday.
She walked out.
Yeah.
I wonder if she asked for her money back. Does she need $10 back?
She tried as...
Probably not.
A down low a day as possible to see this movie.
Right.
And people recognized her in the theater, which made her uncomfortable to begin with.
Right. And then once he came up on the screen, it was just
then
way
seeing,
too much.
Especially in that makeup, which I'm sure he had on when he had sex with her anyway.
Wow.
She couldn't handle it, and she walks out.
Right.
And I'm saying that's perfectly understandable. Why she even attempted to go to the theater to see this movie is questionable to begin with. You've never had anyone that you've had sex with go and die?
No.
How about you? Anyone?
I can't think of anyone.
Really?
No.
You're the only one.
I can only think of one.
You mate and you kill.
Wow.
What is that, the Black Widow or something?
She mates and she kills. Well, just for the record, just because we don't want to pretend like we're playing mysteries here, the girl that I had sex with that I found out 3 years later died, for whatever reason, successfully attempted suicide. So she,
she took her own life.
And in a weird way, Thanks for spelling it out.
There you go.
It wasn't because of
successfully attempted suicide.
Was it?
No, I'm not going to be sitting here thinking.
I'm just
Actually, I think I
the pain of not being able to be with me was too strong.
And I knew her, right? Did I know her?
You had met her. You had met her.
Yeah, I met her. I knew her. No, actually, it's more than just a brief me. I actually knew her.
How do you know her?
Not like...
How did you know her? From what?
Because she used to work for my...
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
I don't think so.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Because that's how I think you met her.
That's not how I met her.
Oh, you met her prior to that?
I think so.
No, but she did.
I don't remember how I met her.
No, I've been with plenty of...
she was there one night.
I've been with plenty of girls who've wanted to kill themselves.
You've met what?
I've been with plenty of girls who've wanted to kill themselves after being
during
with me.
the act, yes.
Yeah, but not actually followed through with it. That I can relate to. But actually getting it done, no.
He's trying to be funny.
I know.
We're talking about suicide. I mean, it makes me giddy.
That's ours. It's very nice to know. Anyway,
So, I know her. I knew her.
And I know I told you the story because I told you that she did it in a way that no woman does when they kill themselves.
You're right.
She did it in actually a pretty gutsy way. That's a weird word to use, but no woman uses I don't even want to talk about it.
No, I totally remember. Yeah.
It's really so sad.
It is very sad.
But no woman uses a gun on herself to kill herself, and she did.
Yeah.
No woman does that.
Yeah.
Women do pills and then go to sleep and then never wake up.
Right.
This is really just... Anyway.
Yeah. But that's how I met her.
I can't imagine sitting there watching her in a movie or anything. She couldn't act her way out of a paper bag, thankfully.
But yeah.
Not even with me.
Crazy.
I mean, come on, do something. Try to fake it at least. Anyway.
So I knew her,
That's right.
Recall our conversation.
I don't know if you knew her. I don't know if you're thinking of the right girl.
I am thinking, shit.
Okay, turn off the mics and tell each other the name. And then turn them back on. I'm dying to know.
I don't recall her name, but I know that you...
All right, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. It's really sad. Anyway.
Yeah, that's...
My point is that it's uncomfortable to think about that person to some extent. Probably less for me than the average person, because I'm probably a little more callous than the average person in some areas, and very sensitive in others. Than you would imagine. Maybe most people like you guys don't know that kind of feeling of having sex with someone or having a relationship, even more so, and then finding out that they died. And usually those situations are situations where the person that died before their time.
Right.
Because if you're like old and then it doesn't really matter, then everyone's supposed to die.
Right. But
if you had sex with them 50 years earlier, it's not something you're really going, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, and it's so weird to think about that I had sex with them.
I hear you.
You can't remember anything.
I don't think my grandpa was having remorse about a girl he nailed in 39.
Right. That died last week.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that old Esther. Saw it coming.
I gotta think you got someone, Terry.
No.
You probably just haven't kept tabs on all the dudes that are floating around that got a hold of the great Terry B. Free.
I know where, majority of them are, believe it or not.
Even if someone did, I don't know how I would know.
I didn't know for weeks before.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
We should spend the whole show talking about death.
But no, none of them.
How do we get on the subject?
Because of Mary-Kate Olsen going to the
Heath
movie.
Ledger. All right, so it's not like we got majorly sidetracked here. This
Right,
is
no, we're still...
direct
correlation to,
example of what Mary-Kate must be going through and why she even went to the theater to begin with.
Right.
She had to know she wasn't making it through that movie.
I don't know what she was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, that is weird. Maybe she thought that it would be part of her closure or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Maybe she's part of the Academy, and in order to cast the proper vote, she had to see Heath's performance, and as everyone says, he's almost a slam dunk to win the Academy Award.
Yeah.
And,
But they love to give posthumous awards or whatever, when someone dies. They love to do that.
This is not a case like that.
Really?
This guy deserves... There's not a performance that anyone has put out inside of the Academy Award year that is coming up in whenever it is, February, April, that exceeds the performance of Heath Ledger. It's not like they'd give him the award because he died.
Well, I heard Adam Sandler killed on the Zohan.
Well, if Adam Sandler has an untimely death, then Heath Ledger better
watch out.
Be prepared to be the runner-up.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So not the case because he died. We love to romanticize that kind of thing.
So is Mary-Kate a billionaire or not?
Well, yeah.
I heard they were worth half a billion together. Combined.
Together?
So then
I heard more than that.
Really?
And she's rented out her place, but not just anyone, to Heath, because they had a history.
Yeah,
okay.
They were good friends. And I don't know sexually what the deal was, but yeah.
We had an agreement.
Maybe so.
It's a good agreement to have with Mary-Kate. Good for Heath for taking down women like Mary-Kate before he moved on, Terry.
Yeah.
That is a good... I mean, she just looks like she wouldn't be any kind of action as far as really getting wild with you. She doesn't strike me as overly sexual. No, she doesn't seem like the wild type. But she just looks like she'd be fun to have a sexual night with anyway.
Okay.
Because I think she's really pretty. I do. I think she looks like she smells good. Maybe not.
Really?
But just overall. She's got all the... She's very into, obviously, clearly, her appearance and grooming and maintaining herself. So she's going to smell good. She's going to be she looks all feminine as women could possibly get. So from that aspect, I would really like to have sex with Mary-Kate. Okay. Anyway.
She's in a new movie. You can go see her this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, let's you're telling me I can go up to the screen and start plowing a hole through the...
You're going to pass him.
It's really not what I'm after. All
right.
I didn't say I'm dying to see her in a movie.
The movie looks good, though.
Okay. Really? A movie that she's in looks good?
Yeah, it looks hilarious.
What else is happening?
Well, I didn't get to this yesterday, but R. Kelly is back in the news because he is...
Free man!
Not only that, but he is also... His new girlfriend is apparently 18 years old.
And got the learning curve down now.
Good for him.
Now, again, he's what,
like, okay,
41?
so I can date 18-year-olds? Have you seen in public with them? Yes, Mr. Kelly, that is, by the letter of the law, as low as you can go. Okay, sign me up.
Yes.
Send in the 18-year-olds. Yeah, I'll take her, and 6 of her.
Is that really the learning curve, though, if you're going to 18? I mean, don't you want to maybe go 20, 21?
No, he's capable, with absolute no worries in the world, to be dating 18-year-olds. Why should he go 20? He likes them young.
Well, if you're trying to convince people that you're not into young girls like you've been accused of.
Why? He doesn't have to convince anyone anymore. He won the lawsuit.
He's going to slip up at some point.
He won his case. Why go a year older than you have to if that's what you're into? Okay, I'll date this 18-year-old just to make it look good, and then I'll see my 14-year-olds on the side.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely doing that.
Because I ain't touching your old ass. I'll tell you that right now. You're just a front.
You're almost 19.
Imagine him telling the 18-year-old, listen, you're just a mask for me with your wrinkly face. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Bring me a 13-year-old now.
You'll be 19 before we know it.
Mm-hmm.
You're out of here.
Well, the other interesting thing about this 18-year-old girl is she is supposedly the ex-girlfriend of JoJo Simmons, who is Reverend's son.
Is whose son?
Reverend.
Oh.
I don't know if you watch Run's House, but we do. So
okay.
JoJo, the oldest boy.
Not on a regular basis.
Oh, okay.
What channel is it on again?
VH1.
Okay.
VH1. Yeah.
Everything's on VH1.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the MTV.
Did Boston,
is it?
Did Boston get kicked off?
He's gone.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gone. Cried his way home.
He cried when I didn't see the last.
He didn't cry when he got kicked off. He cried during the show.
Yeah.
Because he got in
Before
a
he got
fight.
kicked off?
Yeah, he got in a fight. They all turned on him.
Like a
tricked him. Yeah, everybody turned on. They picked on him and tricked him. And
so Terry says she watches it regularly. She doesn't even know what channel it's on. Vinnie the Pooh, who doesn't even have channels, is telling Terry what channel it's on.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of ironic?
Kind of. You should give me a couple channels for that.
And R. Kelly now publicly dating, nestled up very nicely with an 18-year-old.
Yes.
Well, took him a lot of tries, but he's got it right now. No worries. Good job.
Way to go, R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm. But you guys are seeing it different. You guys are seeing how creepy that is.
It is.
What is he, 42?
Yeah, something like that. 41, 42.
Hey, when Jerry Seinfeld was dating 18-year-olds and was 42, you guys didn't make a big deal out of that, did you?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty gross.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But he wasn't. I don't think he was 42, Jerry, was he? Was he that old?
He was dating that Shoshana Lowenstein before he married the woman he's married to now.
That I got.
He was around 40. He was around 40 years old, and she was around 18 with boobies out the ear.
I remember him. Don't forget over here and over there.
Whatever happened to her, I don't know.
She started like a stupid purse clothing line or something, and
like Monica Lewinsky attempted to do so.
I think she's doing okay for herself, though. I think she married another rich guy, if I remember correctly.
Well,
Shoshana Lowenstein.
The life of her, huh?
Yeah, I spend a lot of time on Wikipedia. What do you want from me? Got a lot of free time.
Okay. Well, I see this as us needing to give a salute to R. Kelly for finally figuring it out.
You salute him the first time, not the 5th time. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
this is the first time. This is the first time he's dating someone that he can appropriately be dating.
Right, but
you're seeing it as creepy. He shouldn't be dating an 18-year-old. I say he's following the law now.
I'm saying
way to go.
Here's
your salute.
You salute someone who's never broke the law. That's who you salute.
According to the court system that we live by in this country, he didn't break the law.
Now, if Aaliyah was alive, she'd say
found
differently.
innocent.
Aaliyah would say differently if she was alive.
Why don't you understand that this is an innocent man you're talking about?
He married 17-year-old Aaliyah.
Well, she's not able to testify, unfortunately.
No, she's not.
Okay. Anyway.
I just think you need, if you're trying to tell someone you're not a pedophile, you don't go date 18-year-olds.
And he wasn't exactly 42 years old when he was seeing and dating and married to Aaliyah, right?
It's true.
So don't worry about it.
A very young 28.
Okay. I don't even think he was 28, but whatever. He's dating an 18-year-old now.
Yes.
And if no one else in the studio will do it, here's my salute there, Mr. Kelly. Well done.
The T-Man Show.
A record-breaking film that Lindsay and Samantha went to see yesterday in Hollywood. The dynamic duo also appeared less than pleased to be surrounded by cameras. Let's get out of here. And check out Sam's new do.
Yeah.
A shorter, more colorful design that she didn't show off for long.
She's not wearing that gay-ass hat that she always used to wear, Terry.
Oh, wow.
Samantha's the male-female boyfriend / girlfriend that Lindsay Lohan's hanging with, right?
Yes.
Samantha Ronson.
Samantha Ronson, DJ to the Stars. That's what we're talking about.
Apparently so.
And they went and took in a flick yesterday. Ah,
Sweet.
seems like all the Hollywood types, Mary-Kate, Lindsay Lohan, are all taking Tuesday and Wednesdays to go see the biggest movie of the millennium.
That's half-price popcorn on Wednesdays in LA, so that's why they all go.
Well, then, I mean, what choice do you have?
Yeah.
Bottomless popcorn, half-price popcorn. You got to take these opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. You can't miss them. Anyway,
The rich stay richer.
and $250 at the front desk. I mean, you got to take these opportunities and strike while they're there.
And when do I get $250 cash at the front desk from
geez.
someone?
Yeah, me too.
You know,
We should really split that.
Not from you, but
anyway, I'm sure there are a lot of people calling in and going to leave $250 at their front desk for you. Let me start taking some calls right now. Anything that's going on out there. It's a Thursday morning. It's the last day of July 2008. Is that correct?
It is.
July 31?
correct.
July 31st, 2008, and a weekend about to hit us. The first weekend in August, clearly on its way. Any relationship problems that may be weighing on your mind, body, and or soul? Now's a good time to have us try to figure out what the problem is and eliminate it immediately. Anything you want to talk about in general, now is a good time to call. Let's line up some phone calls as I open up every phone line we have. 1-866-663-T-Man is a toll-free number, as it always is.
Okay.
1-866-663-T-Man. But before I get too busy in the phones, Terry, give me one good, quick story, and then we'll hit the phone lines. What do you got?
Well, I have a pretty cool stat for you. 85% of women say that they're satisfied with the size of their man's manhood.
Whose hood?
Their man's manhood.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that good?
Say it again now.
85% of women say that they're satisfied with the size of their man's manhood.
It's a very happy stat, you say.
It is.
If it were true, it would be. Of course, when these women are rolled up on the mall, asked to do a survey, what are they going to say with their husbands standing next to them, schlepping all the bags around the mall, looking like he's actually interested in shopping with her? Please, they got to throw him a bone, right?
Oh, come on now.
85% of women out there really satisfied with their boyfriend and or husband's speckle, Terry. Come on. I don't know.
Well, that's a
maybe they talked themselves into it.
That's the glass is half full side of the stat of the day. I do have the opposite, the glass is half empty stat of the day for you. All
right.
84% of couples think of sex as a chore.
Oh, I'm very satisfied with this manhood, but what a chore it is.
Right.
I actually haven't put it anywhere on me.
Right.
On me.
Mm-hmm.
Near me.
Oh, I don't want it in me. Okay, all right. Take it away from me.
Right near the jawbone.
Eves. Well, that is... Both stats kind of strike me as odd because, I mean, you have the option of taking out the garbage or having sex with a woman. I think I'll probably go sex, you know? I don't see it as the biggest chore in the world to have sex with your woman, Terry.
Well, we have talked about how, to make sure that, your woman is satisfied, it is kind of a chore, a job.
It depends on whether you're interested in satifying her. Most men aren't, so we don't have to worry about that.
So that's why it's not
But yeah, I mean, it is kind of, and I'm as lazy a guy as just about anyone out there, don't get me wrong, and I don't like to put in more work than I have to, so yeah, there's certainly, as we talked about just recently, I remember, a definite need, no matter how committed you are, no matter how much you love sex, there's definitely a need for, the 5-knuckle shuffle, beating the stag when you get a chance, and, you can get that done in 30 seconds to a minute if you're really going the long route. And,
okay.
And it involves work.
Yes.
It involves some modicum of work if you're going to be having sex with a woman. But I don't know if I'd go as far as to call it a chore. I mean, chores are like... Chores. Chores, Terry.
I got it.
There's no positive spin you can put on the word chore.
Yeah, but taking out the garbage is, 90 seconds, 2 minutes tops?
Right.
Not that hard.
That's way longer than this. I mean, you could make some effort to make a case that the word work could have the positive aspect, the positive spin thrown in the mix of the word work. Work has some positive elements.
Sure.
People like their work.
Sure.
People get paid for their work.
Yes.
People find work therapeutic, and there's a lot of cases that can be made in the positive camp for the word work, even though overall it's not the most positive word in the world. But chore! No good spin! And 84% of people out there find sex to be a chore?
Yes.
Well, that is certainly a little bit even more than just a glass half empty kind of stat, Terry. That's just a downright depressing thought.
It is.
I don't know who those 84%. I don't know.
Well, as many calls as we have taken from men and women alike who say, I'm too tired, and my wife or husband.
Once in a while, but this is an overall stat. This is not every other Tuesday when you had sex 6 times during the week. If you just don't feel up to it on a particular night, you might see. This is an overall. 84% of people see sex as a chore. This is not just a once in a while, occasionally I find it that way kind of stat. This is not. For a person who has sex 16 times a month, 1 time out of the month, they'll find sex to be a chore. That's not what the stat says, right?
No. I know.
84% of people find sex to be a chore.
A chore.
There's plenty of married people who aren't turned on by their spouse, and they don't want to do it, but they feel like they should because they're married.
I'm going to do the laundry. I'm going to have sex with my husband. Then I'm going to wash the dishes.
Yep.
Then I can relax finally.
Yeah, exactly.
Alone.
That's a shame. That can't be true.
Oh.
That can't be right. Must be a misprint.
I think it's mostly women that think it's a chore. I'm guessing.
Oh, it's all women.
Yeah, guys will hump anything. I don't care.
Says
fat and ugly wife.
couples.
If you wait long enough, eventually you'll be in.
It says couples, so couples that are obviously committed and established and used to each other. Yeah, now I'm starting to put it all together. Find sex to be a chore.
Yes.
Let me see that damn stat. Find out what the hell you're reading.
Your boobs again.
Getting this crap from. Oh, look, it's written in your handwriting.
Right.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is sick. Wow. 84% of couples think sex is the equivalent to a chore.
Yeah.
Wow. Remember when you first found each other and you couldn't wait to tear each other's clothes off?
It's just so wonderful, romantic.
And now it's like, all right, let's get this chore out of the way.
Hey, is it cool if I keep my shirt on?
And when we're done with this, can you bring these clothes, drop them off at the laundromat? Those are chores, Terry.
I know.
Pick me up a dozen eggs and give me an orgasm.
Wow. While you're at it.
Are they on sale?
Wow. People out there complaining about sex to that degree? It's a chore? A chore? Be ashamed of yourselves.
You can find happily married couples that haven't had sex in a year, I bet. 5 years. I mean, if you're like 55.
Well, then it's not a chore. You're not doing it.
Well, it is a chore if, in fact, you were to do it. That's why you just choose not to.
Well, a lot of those couples have kids running around, and even though they would love to have sex, you'll find out, not as easy as you might imagine on a regular basis. Yeah. Not that you see it as a chore. A chore? Chore? Well, I'm trying to say chore. There's many possible ways I could possibly say it.
You don't even know what that is, do you?
No.
I gotta admit, I've lost complete sight of what a chore is.
It's good to be you.
Oh, I get it. When I tell someone to do that, that's probably a chore.
That's a chore.
It's a chore yelling at the hired help.
Yeah, there you go. Good example that he can relate to.
Chore! People out there should be ashamed of yourselves. Perfectly good functioning bodies. Supposed person in your life you supposedly love, care about, and would step in front of a speeding bullet for. Well, maybe not that far.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Would you step in front of a man with a gun for your wife? Yes or no?
Wait a minute. Did he already fire it, or is there a chance he's going to fire it?
Chance he's going to fire it. He's squeezing the trigger.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
For real?
I'm in, but come on, man.
Look at him.
Only because I have more padding, and it may not hurt me as bad.
Only because your wife's on the way.
I gotta think about that.
Not in the summer, but yeah.
Well, anyway.
Okay, if it was
I have a good
between
shot. I
your
got a lot of
kid
padding.
and your wife, which one you choose?
Oh, the kid's got to be first. Both parents would agree on that, Terry. Both parents
really
understand
asked
that you throw yourself way. You don't even have to think about that.
No, I know.
You kidding?
Absolutely.
Man, he's only 2.
Oh my God!
I've only had him 2 years. I'm not going to miss him.
He doesn't know what he's missing yet.
Yeah, well, you won't miss him. You only had him 2 years. How attached can you be after 2 years?
Sure!
Oh, man.
Jesus.
Sure! Unbelievable. As a chore. That's a crazy stat. I'm reading it. I can't believe what I'm reading. Can't believe it!
You got people in there.
84% of people out there say swapping genitalia with their partner, Terry, is a chore!
Wait, swap? Oh. not like cutting yours off and giving it to her and showing her VJ on you. Not swapping genitalia.
That would be a really fun day.
Yeah.
Now that is a
that ain't
chore.
that's not
Okay, I'm done with this now. Give it back.
Exchangeable.
It should be a natural desire to have sex with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife. You should be sitting at work, watching the clock, hoping that it somehow could pick up speed so that you could get home and tear a new hole in your woman.
Wow.
A new one.
A new one.
Very romantic.
Jeez. Boy, oh boy.
Everything that comes out of my mouth is the utmost of romantic type terms.
Yeah.
Maybe this one missed the mark a little bit. Okay, fine, granted. But you know where I'm coming from.
You should call Hallmark and tell him to put it in the card. From the man that wants to tear you a new one. Happy Valentine's Day.
Tear a new one, but drill a new one because you're just so gung-ho, you know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying.
You're so out to get her that you don't even care that you miss, so all of a sudden she's got a new hole.
Tearing this bitch up, my wife.
That's the kind of sex you should be having, right?
Yeah.
A chore!
But for 50 years.
1-866-663-T-Man. Let me go to Jared. Jared, you're on the air this morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jared.
Hey, how's it going?
A chore! Hey, Jared.
Hey, I got a question.
All right.
I recently just bought my first car.
Well, congratulations on that, Jared.
1981 Tercel. I mean, come on.
Jared,
40 miles per gallon.
Don't hit me with the I'm driving the bucket, I'm driving the hoopty, I'm driving you. If you ever saw what I was driving for senior year of high school, first year of college, yours is an absolute great-looking vehicle. I don't care what you got going on there, right?
I love it. It runs and drives great.
There you go.
We're not here to talk about my vehicle.
Back to the glass half full we're at now, Terry.
We're back.
Sure. Yes, Jared.
Okay. I recently, I was driving up through Bonnie Lake, and I recently just started seeing my ex-girlfriend again. Like, I just went to her house and showed up. I haven't seen her in about 4.5 years. And I still have the hots for her.
Oh, jeez.
The hots.
Oh, my God.
Oh, last time you had the hots.
Are we still having the hots?
I don't know. It sounds like we are.
He does.
I've never had the hots.
All right, so you still got the hots for her, and now you got a new car. I don't know how this is all going to tie in together, but I'm assuming it will. Go ahead.
But she's a real
Dude,
fox.
My car is a chick demagnetizer.
A chick magnetizer.
No, demagnetizer.
Oh, demagnetizer.
Chicks are not attracted to my car.
Well, how old are you, Jared? You're about 18, 19? What are you?
18.
18. What are girls expecting from an 18-year-old? If you have an 18-year-old dude, if I'm a girl, okay, and I speak for all women, and there's a guy who's 18 who's got like Benz, I don't know, some real high-end car,
It's a really expensive thing, yeah.
scares me more than anything.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm expecting the 18-year-old to be driving some semblance of a hoopty on some level, and that shouldn't deter me from having the sex that I'm going to be having with him, and it ain't no chore.
Not yet.
Most college kids don't even have cars.
So you're letting this girl, whoever she is, wherever she's from, whoever she thinks she is, have her doubts on you. She's questioning whether she should hang out with you because of your car at 18 years old.
I don't care about the whole car thing.
There's no such thing as a chick.
I don't even think the car matters. I'm just saying.
Well, you're saying it does. That's exactly your point in what you were just saying, that your car is a chick demagnetizer, and there should be no such thing as what I'm saying at 18. Maybe at 23, your car starts to become an issue because it really stands for where you're at in life. At 23 is the beginnings of that. It's not like you have no hope. I mean, girls look at a guy's car if he's 28, and if they see some rundown jalopy, they're going to be like, well, why am I considering dating this guy when there's just a handsome guy over here dating or having a real nice car who obviously is at least giving the impression that he's got something going on for himself. I understand that. And guys get mad about that. Women get reluctant to admit that. I understand that. It is one of the few signs that we have as far as a window into somebody's finances and how they're doing in life. Unfortunately, the car is a good revealer, yes, that's a word, of a man's status on some small level.
True.
But at 18, it shouldn't matter.
It's to the point that if I drive into a Fred Meyer or Walmart parking lot, I'll lie about my car.
Oh, jeez.
I'll park it out way out in the back and point at one that I see really nice and be like, yeah, that's my car right there.
I think you get some enjoyment out of how ridiculous your car is right now because you're going beyond the Call of Duty and talking about how ugly it is. And I kind of understand because I feel the same way about my first car. I love talking about how ridiculously bucket-like it was, and it was...
We have little fond memories of the things you did in it.
He's already there at 18, so just relax. All right, Jared?
Yeah.
If you can't get her, it's not because of your car. Okay? It probably has something to do with you.
Yeah, are you sure?
Don't blame your car.
One more thing before I go to work.
Don't blame your car for why she's not interested in you, all right?
I bet if Justin Timberlake was driving an 81 Corolla, something tells me he'd get a couple girls.
One more thing before I head to work. The only thing good thing about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got 40 miles per gallon on this bad boy.
Oh,
good deal.
There you go. So the planet is safe because of Jared. He's doing his part, and that's all that matters at this point in our lives. Jared, well done.
Thanks a lot, T-Man. Appreciate it.
Oh, not as much as I do, sir.
I think the planet's safe, and most of the women in its age are probably safe.
She's not interested in me because of my car.
That's it.
It has nothing to do with you, Jared. Really nothing. Sounds like a nice enough guy, though.
Yes, he does.
Come on. At 18, you're supposed to be, if you're a woman, looking through the... Obviously, you're going to have the car that every other 18-year-old has. And you can't use that as any gauge on where they're going to be when it matters.
Yeah.
Supposed to have a crappy car and a nasty-ass futon. That's just how it is at 18.
He's supposed to be looking at Jared saying, okay, he's about as nerdy as they really sound and come these days, so he'll probably get somewhere in life. I better latch on to him now. And even though it's going to make me throw up in my mouth, I'm going to have sex with this young man.
Wow.
And this is, in fact, the highest of unnecessary chores, but he's going to make something of himself. And he'll take care of me and my kids. 1-866-663-T-Man. Kyle, you're on the air. Hello. Kyle,
Hello?
You're on.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking, Kyle. What can we do for you real quick?
I work for a company that is on Fort Lewis and in Auburn, and they deploy civilian mechanics and contractors to overseas different countries. I am getting ready to leave in about 2 weeks for a year, and my girlfriend, would-be fiance, if I wasn't leaving, is not liking the idea too much.
All right. Well, what say in the matter does she have?
Right.
You're trying to better your world, better your life, better your existence, and sometimes work requires you to move. I don't imagine you have many other options, do you?
The only other option is to quit my job.
Well, I don't know if you'd want to do that, because then you'll have, even if it were to work out with her, just piles of resentment towards her, of thinking about what could have been for your career if you would have just taken the move that obviously was, in your mind, the right move for your career as it stands right now. So that's the thing about girlfriends there, Kyle. You can get a new one.
You're right.
All right?
Right.
Don't let her stop you. She doesn't want. If she doesn't want to go with you, which obviously I'm getting the impression you're giving her the option to do, right? No.
She can't go with me. That's correct. Yeah.
She can't go with you.
That's correct.
Why?
It's a Muslim country overseas.
Oh, you go. Oh, I didn't know he was going overseas.
Yeah, that's what he said in the
I'm not
beginning.
listening.
He said that he's.
You just want to get a new girlfriend.
He gave you the whole rundown
I heard
of
his
what the
job
company
is setting him somewhere else. Is it his job?
His job.
Yeah.
Yes, it is his job, but it's specifically to
Why do you want to go there?
area.
What's that?
Why do you want to go there right now?
To better my life, to make a lot of money and come back and buy a house and some property.
Right.
Well,
right.
there you go.
And how long is your contract for?
Why can't you go with you?
Better your life.
It's for a minimum of 1 year.
Why can't you go with you?
The company won't let it, and it's in a country called Qatar with the option of going to Iraq.
I've heard of Qatar.
So.
It's really small. And they also have electric guitar.
Well, all right. Well, find a nice guitar, babe.
I had a roommate from Qatar, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I know one person.
So, what are you thinking? You thinking about not taking it because of her?
You
can't do that.
I definitely want to go. I mean, we've only been going out for about 6 months or so.
not even a consideration. Just believe me, she wouldn't even be thinking about this and contemplating it for you. Okay?
Right.
She would have been with the guitar sweatshirt on already. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thanks
Call us
a lot.
when you get to Qatar.
Absolutely.
Call us collect. Michael in Oakland, real quick. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm having T-Man.
Yes, Michael.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
All right, bud.
Well, I'm having relationship problems.
All right. I'm going to absolutely take care of that for you. Don't worry about it. Consider it done.
Well, I have this fiance.
Oh, I'm out of time. Thanks for calling, Michael. No, I'm just calling. Good.
I had this fiance I've been with for about 3 years. And lately I've been talking to this other female for the past 7 months.
It's quite a conversation.
And my fiance lost her job about 4 months ago. And she don't want to get another job, and she don't want to go to school or anything.
All right, so why do you want to be with that good for nothing?
Because she has my daughter. We have a kid together.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why you want to be with that good for nothing. Okay. All right, so you have how old a child there, Michael?
Nice.
9 months.
All right. And you got plans to marry this girl without a job who's the mother of your child?
Yeah.
All right, but she doesn't know you've been hanging out with another girl on the side?
Yeah, they both know of each other.
Oh, they do know?
Yeah, they both know of each other.
Oh, they know of each other, but they don't know the girl that you have a child with doesn't know that you've been messing around with the second girl, right?
No, she knows.
Oh, okay. What's the question? What's your question? Even the dog's getting a little agitated here.
I'm trying to figure out if I should still be with her because we're losing what we had that got us engaged.
Yeah. Obviously, you're not going anywhere. You're just trying your best to make it work and make it seem like you're being as responsible as possible for the child and all the neighborhood people that know you have a child and expect that you're going to give it a go to try to be together. But you have no real, true feelings of love towards the woman you had a baby with. That's clear. Or you wouldn't even be contemplating it or talking to the other girl, not to mention the fact that you can't wait to have sex with her later today if you get a chance to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what's really the considerations here? What is there really to ponder?
Because, my mom died last year.
Oh, jeez.
And, she was there with me when my mom died.
So you feel like you owe her something. You have a child with her, and she was there for you in your downest times.
Yeah.
Not a reason enough to get married. I'm sorry, Michael. There has to be more than that. If you're going to make it last, why get married just to show good faith when you know it's going nowhere? Doesn't mean you can't be responsible towards this woman. Doesn't mean you can't be a great father to your child. Doesn't mean you can't be a great parent along with her in tandem. But just because she was there with you holding your hand when you were crying when your mom died, that's nice. She's a good friend, but doesn't mean you have the chemistry necessary to marry her. All right? Obviously, you need to hear this, but it's something you already know.
Right.
So why people call me with things they already have figured out, but they want to hear out loud from me, so it's like they could put the onus on me. Well, T-Man told me to do this.
That's why they call me.
I really wanted to marry you, but T-Man talked me out of it.
Right.
I was so ready to get married to you, but T-Man told me it was a big mistake. That's why people call.
I know.
They want to take the blame. They want to take the onus off themselves.
And put it on you.
Michael doesn't want to marry this girl. He would basically do anything to get out of it, Terry.
Right.
But even better, T-Man can make it so he could use me. I could be used as an excuse as to why he's not going to pull the trigger on this.
Right.
Michael.
Yeah.
All goals accomplished with this phone call. All right?
Thank you, T-Man.
Okay. You need me to sign something for you, Michael? 1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Jason.
Hello?
What's up, Jason? How you doing, man?
All right.
What's going on?
Yeah, nothing. So, T-Man.
Yes, Jason.
Hey, okay, I kind of want to talk to you. You know how you were saying...
I know, but it's kind of making me uncomfortable on how heavy you're breathing.
All right, man.
So we both got to chill out a little bit here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not feeling well, but that's my excuse. I don't know why you're breathing heavy. I don't want to ask, really.
No.
All right. You just waking up, Jason?
Yeah.
All right, just go out last night, a little Wednesday night action, or what's the story?
Well, I wanted to talk to you because you know how you was talking about, you know...
I know you got to get to why you called, but I was asking you, did you go out last night? Did you do any kind of summertime, Wednesday night fun and frolic kind of activities, or what?
Well, I had to make my girl happy last night.
Oh, of course. Girls need to be made happy, Terry.
Absolutely.
And only Jason can take care of it better than the average man. Only Jason. Everyone else is an average man. Jason, what did you do to make her happy last night? I left. Oh, what'd you do, Jason?
Well, took her to the, bedroom and the magic happened.
The magic.
Yes, the magic. Abracadabra, alakazam.
Here's a rabbit.
Oh, whatever you want to call it. Jason, how long you been seeing this girl that is so lucky to be taken to the bedroom by you last night and so many nights that preceded it and shown the magic?
Well, about 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
So it's a new relationship that's just adding extra fun to, making that disgusting magic happen, yes. Now, why are you calling, Jason? What can I do for you?
Well, I'll just let you know, taking care of women, it is a chore,
Taking care of women is a chore for you. After 3 months of seeing her, he's even going on record saying. Terry read a stat earlier, in case you're not aware of what Jason is making reference to. A startling, beyond eye-opening stat that I can't believe it has any semblance of truth, Terry. It stated that 84% of people that were polled said that sex... And these were couples, people in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Sex to them was no different than any chore that they may have to do on a regular basis. That is such a harsh way of such an unbelievable negative perspective, Terry.
Right.
Hey, did you say a chore?
A chore!
Okay, wasn't sure.
And Jason, who's not even really in a relationship where he could consider himself... a couple, I guess, technically maybe 3 months is more than enough time to say we're a couple, but barely. And he's now saying, I completely understand, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Took her to the bedroom, made the magic happen. Oh, but what a chore it was, T-Man. Why is it a chore, Jason?
Well, pleasing a woman is probably the best thing in the world you could do,
Pleasing a woman is probably the best thing that you can do, okay.
Yeah.
But one of the hardest things at the same time, or no?
I mean, it's easy for me, you know.
All right, so again, I'm wondering why you're calling saying you're agreeing it's a chore. Where's the chore if it's such a second nature, easy thing for you to make happen? What's saying to you that, yes, I heard the T-Man read that stat, I heard Terry talk about it, and yeah, I agree it's a chore. I'm not getting this, Jason. Speak to me.
Okay. If you don't please your woman, you're not doing your job. You please her, you're doing your job.
You don't have to worry about that. You do it every time by accident sometimes. So where is it a chore in your life?
Oh, pleasing her.
Pleasing her?
Yeah.
All right. Is your woman's... I think I heard someone in the background. Is she laying next to you right now?
No.
Oh.
She at work.
Oh. So you're all by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Where are your hands, Jason?
Okay.
That's what explains the voice.
Jason, so you don't like the pressure, even though it comes pretty natural and easy to you, of knowing that you have to please a woman or else she's going to look at you with just those eyes of disdain and anger and just unsatisfaction, and that is too much for any guy to have to deal with. Is that basically where you're coming from on this, Jason?
Well, yeah, basically.
That even though, lucky enough, it comes second nature to you, the thought of letting a woman down is always weighing on your mind. That's what makes it a chore.
Yep.
And you have to work so damn hard, even though very natural for you to make it happen. It doesn't mean that the work doesn't have to be done, and you have to apply yourself to do it to make a woman satisfied. Is that also true?
Yep.
It's starting to sound like a chore, Terry. And here's a guy who makes it happen with no problem on a regular basis.
Right.
He's not down there like it's a Bermuda Triangle trying to figure out which end is up, trying to figure out how to go about this, that, and the other thing to stimulate and satisfy a woman.
Right.
He knows exactly what to do. And still he feels the pressure.
A natural-born pleaser.
Jason.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for shedding some light on this, I think. Anything else you want to add, Jason?
Well, yeah, it's nothing else better in the world than a woman telling you what to do, you know?
Nothing worse in the world than a woman telling you... This sounds like a whole different topic, Jason. Is it tying into what you were talking about, or...?
Yeah, a little bit.
You mean sexually, a woman telling you what to do?
Yeah.
You don't like that, or you do like that?
Do like that.
You do like that?
Yeah.
You like instructions?
Yeah.
Would you like them drawn up on a chalkboard, or would you like them just uttered out in mid-action there?
Give it the old 27 toss on 2.
How do you want a playbook ahead of time? Do you want to make sure she tells you to know it backwards and forwards, or do you like audibles at the line of scrimmage while it's happening? What are we talking about here?
Well, I like it when she, you know...
What kind of things does your woman, this 3-month girl you've been seeing, what kind of things does she tell you to do to her?
You know, pull her hair.
Oh, jeez.
You know, smack her booty a few times, you know.
Wow.
And the rest of the stuff, I can't say it on the air.
Well, you know, let us worry about that. So far we got pull her hair.
Yeah, smacking booty.
Things you wouldn't think have to be called out in mid-sexual acts for him to be, oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Well, especially if he's the magician he says he is, because he makes the magic happen.
Forgot you had hair. Wow. All right. Here we go. Oh, and you got an ass, too. Man, I forgot that. Smack. Smack my ass, Jason. All right, what else does she tell you to do?
Oh, my God.
Because I got a lot of calls waiting, but I just want to follow through with this. She tells you to smack her ass. She tells you to pull her hair. Does she say it pretty much like that, or what does she say?
Yeah, she just be like, pull my hair, you know, smack my ass a few times, you know.
Now, to me, it would matter in the tone of voice she uses. Like, she's in the Sounds of Ecstasy. Oh, smack my ass. Or, smack my ass. You know, is she saying it like, come on already. Get me going here.
More like the last one.
The last one, really? Wow. So no wonder you're feeling the pressure. Pull my hair. Do something. Get me stimulated.
Again, I thought he made the magic happen, so...
Now, you also mentioned there are things that you don't think are airable, since you're the radio expert that you are, that she tells you to do. What are those things? I'm standing by the dump button. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about any potential fines. We can handle it. What else does she tell you to do? What recent instructions were you given
All right, then.
Oh, he was right.
Okay, yeah. That one is certainly
It's a hell of an
something
instruction.
we'd be asked to send a little check to the FCC for, Terry.
I think if I heard that, I would have to be done right there.
No, are you kidding me?
The minute I hear that, I'm out.
You're done?
I finished. Nah, party's over.
Oh, yeah, over the top. Okay.
Are you serious?
Too late, just lost
Yeah, it was close.
I have to make sure I heard you. So you want the blank in your blank? Really?
She tells you to do that, Jason? That thing that that you just said that we can't air?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And do you get startled every time you hear that, or you just go right for it with a big smile? What's more of the case?
Go for it with a big smile.
Uh-huh.
Go for it with a big smile.
But again, you couldn't have figured that out to do on your own there, Jason? You needed the clearance on that, huh? That is something you probably need clearance for before you go.
I'm saying yes, you need clearance.
Yeah.
You need 2 guys with the orange flashlights, like on the runway at the airport, guiding you in.
You need the air traffic control.
I say try it and see what happens.
Oh.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smack.
Anything else? We have better wait for our delay system to ramp back up. All right, Jason, thanks for the call.
You waited for that to blow him out.
Jason sounds like the mild-mannered kind of guy that a woman would need to take the reins and say, yeah. Think that
Here,
Really?
that's pretty darn cool. Man.
Yeah,
Whatever.
You insist.
Nicole is on the air. Yes, Nicole.
Hi. I just wanted to comment about how you guys were saying sex is a chore.
Well, we didn't say that. We're reading a story that says people that were surveyed, 84% of them said that they consider sex the equivalent to a chore. Yes.
I can see it.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I actually seen
Finally, the
that
truth coming
online.
out.
I've always said I'm done by 40.
What's that now?
Yeah.
I said I was actually reading that online about 2 days ago, and I was talking to it about with my boyfriend, and I was like,
Oh, so
"See,
basically what
other
you're
people
saying,
agree with me."
what you're saying in a roundabout way is Terry's 2 days late on the news.
Again.
Terry, this girl read this 2 days ago. Where were you when she needed you?
It takes Terry 2 days to read a whole article.
All right, so you were talking to your boyfriend about it, and what conversations did you have over this?
No, well, he was just, I mean, of course he was like, "Oh, well, you consider it a chore. Well, you don't have to do anything, just lie there."
Oh, so he got like almost a little bit combative with you and said, hey, it's no different from me whether you're moving or you're dead as a fish. Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
So, and did you get, what was your reaction to this?
I would just, don't get butthurt, but it's true. I consider it a
You must have heard the
chore.
last caller.
That does, yes, provide some pain. I would agree.
So you got almost in a fight over this. It sounds like he took it personally a little bit here. Why should he have taken it personally? I'm hearing Terry read it, and I'm not taking it personally.
Well, but the other thing too, chores. I mean, I think the word chore is kind of negative, but sometimes some people don't mind doing chores. There's
people
just
who don't
chores
mind
around the house.
People don't
that you
mind doing
gotta
chores
do.
are psychopaths.
I agree.
Well, people that don't mind doing chores don't.
I love doing chores.
Yeah, but you don't like living in a dirty house. You don't love doing it, but you like the result.
Right.
Fine, you like the result doesn't mean you like doing it. I love a clean house. I don't like to do the work. Okay?
Well, we know.
If I had to do the work, I would do it. I wouldn't like it. I'd still like the result. Doesn't mean I like the process.
But at times too, even though you do the chore, and you know that
There's no way you can put a positive spin on the word chore. Don't even try. All right? The word chore is about as negative as anything I can think of. Chore.
You have a list of chores when you're a kid. You want to just choke your mom.
Wow, that's
List.
nice.
Then,
the list on the refrigerator.
then you
What
realize you can't do that. You want to choke yourself. End it easy.
For a measly $5.
Shine
If
whose
that.
shoes?
Nicole.
Nicole. But why your boyfriend took it personally is an issue that you'll probably have to address with him at some point. There's some insecurity, some self-consciousness that he's obviously dealing with, Nicole, and you have to be very, very delicate with this man. You probably know better than anyone.
But it's just weird. When we first got together, I enjoyed it for like the first 6 months. I
And now it's
wanted
a chore.
sex all the time.
Oh, jeez. And now it's a chore. So why are you dating, more importantly, such a low self-esteemed, insecure man, Nicole? Does that turn you on in some respect? What's the problem?
But he's not insecure.
Whatever. Then why would he get so up and bothered by you bringing up the fact that you read online? You were shocked, just like we are, that 84% of people that responded to a survey said that sex is a chore.
I just think that it wasn't him being offended. He was just like, he didn't believe it.
Well, he knows
He
he's
said
got.
no.
He knows he's got a little painting, and that's what bothered him.
Wow.
Anyway, all right. Enjoy your life with him. Good luck. 1-866-663-T-Man. Back at these words.
The T-Man Show.